Welcome back to the show. We know around this time of year there are so many people in need in our community, and you know the best part of being a part of this community is that we always step up and we always give back. And our next guest is going to tell you it's such an easy way to do it, and we've almost reached the goal with BGC Ottawa. I'm joined by its Director of Major Gifts and Communications, Jessie-Lee Wallace. Welcome, Jessie-Lee. Great to have you here.
Thanks so much for having me and for having BGC Ottawa here, formerly known as the Boys and Girls Club. So we've been in the community, as you might know, for almost 100 years.
Yeah.
And Rogers is a huge supporter. And we're so deeply grateful because what we have in front of us here today is an example of our hamper that we're delivering for the holidays. And Rogers supported it with a significant $15,000 gift.
Oh, fabulous.
Now,
well, we're proud to be a part of it, for sure.
It's huge. Now, we're not quite to our goal yet, and I
Okay.
will talk about that. But I did want to talk about the family that might receive this.
Yeah, and this is everything that comes in one hamper?
Well,
this
let
special.
me tell you about this family.
Yes,
because this is an actual family.
Okay.
So a solo parent led by a dad. This family has 3 kids. So one is an older youth that plays basketball at the club.
Okay.
One is a 12-year-old boy, and one is a younger girl who loves Paw Patrol. And again, the 12-year-old is still into trucks. There's gift cards for the teen, and then you'll see what you have here. These are groceries,
right.
Significant groceries for hopefully at least a couple weeks. And then in addition to that, there's toiletries and other essentials. And honestly, it's so deeply needed. We're delivering at least 100 this holiday.
Right.
We could do more. Honestly, we could. But this is for an actual family of 4.
Well, and Jessie-Lee, when we think of the struggles
Right.
that many people have gone through, particularly during the pandemic, but now we're seeing, you know, food inflation, the cost of fuel has gone up a great amount. Putting this, a campaign like this together is not an easy thing. You have a great team over there at BGC Ottawa. Tell us a little bit about your team there.
We're so lucky because we actually have 170 staff members, which is wild.
Wow. Yeah,
a lot of people don't realize how big we actually are.
No
we
kidding.
work in 19 neighborhoods. We speak 30 languages, right?
Right.
And so this is actually more of, I would say, a labor of love. It's not our regular program. It's something that we only do during the holiday season and during Eid. And so really what we do day to day, you might know us more as like an after school program, but we're so much more than that.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. Let's expand on that, because I know you have your pillars of strength as well.
Exactly.
And under those pillars of strength is how you really plan a lot of the programming and services that you offer, right?
Totally. And so we started out almost 100 years ago as a place that offered boxing and woodworking. We don't do that anymore. We've changed and grown to meet the needs of our community. And so mostly it's recreation, sports, healthy active living, lifestyle, education, leadership. And these are the components or the pillars that we really support. And we do that in a number of ways through mentorship, through high quality evidence-based programming. We also have summer camps and our incredible Camp Smitty, which is our sleepaway camp.
Do you have to explain what Camp Smitty is like? Because it really is a game changer and a life changer for a young person, isn't it?
Completely. Well, imagine if you have never really camped or been away from home or had the opportunity to see, like a loon or to go in a canoe. Camp Smitty is this magical experience for any child who wants it to have a 10-day sleepaway camp.
Right.
So how incredible, right? And it also teaches leadership and connection and skills building, and also in some ways like peer mediation and conflict management. All these things that we need to thrive as young people.
You mentioned recreational activities is a big part of it, right? Getting kids active, incredibly important. Not only for their physical well-being, though, for their mental health.
For their mental health, yeah.
Through the pandemic, did you have to obviously put pause on a lot of those activities?
I'm really happy to report that we were one of the few organizations that was able to open almost immediately. I mean, we always follow all Ottawa public health guidance.
Of course.
But we were able to run a lot of programs. We just had to do it differently.
Right.
And the Thunderbolts, I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yes. But you have to explain it to our viewers. Yeah.
So the Thunderbolts is one of the only free competitive basketball leagues in Ottawa, and they are incredible. And so along with the Thunderbolts and our ball hockey league and all the other sports, mixed sports that we do, we just really get kids to try new things because opportunity changes everything, and we know that.
Right.
And we've shown that over 100 years.
Yeah. You mentioned this particular family. So How do you find the families? Are they coming to you? Do you reach out to different community organizations? Because it sounds like you've catered this towards this specific family, right?
So you have to, I think for a second too that we serve an average of almost 5,000 children and youth a year.
Right.
19 neighborhoods, 4 main clubhouses. So what happens is, let's say we know the 12-year-old who comes to our regular programs, and then that's how we meet the parent.
Right.
And then
okay.
from there, the parent tells us their need. And then we're able to even direct them to other resources in the community. So we're really more like a wraparound social purpose organization.
Yeah.
And so honestly, we find them because our members come to us. And we also do community outreach in almost, I believe, 19 neighborhoods, soon to be 30 neighborhoods as well.
It's just absolutely amazing what you've been able to do. And as you said, 100 years. I mean, it's incredible. So this particular initiative, this campaign, how can people at home help you out?
So if you're inspired to give, go to bgcottawa.org. You'll see the hamper program. We only need another $8,500 or so to finish this campaign, but there are other opportunities to give, of course. We'll be happily accepting donations to our Angel Tree program, and also if you want to give a gift of connection or education, nutrition, or physical activity, we'd be happy to help you with that.
You mentioned the Angel Tree program.
Yes.
For those that aren't familiar, tell us about that.
So the Angel Tree program basically is, if you give a $40 donation, we're able to buy a gift for a particular child. And we do that internally. And we also have other partners that help us with that too. And what I mean by that is we know the specific child, and so we get the specific gift.
Right. I imagine as well you're always looking for volunteers. Are there volunteer opportunities available?
You know what? We're really trying to rebuild our volunteer base.
Okay.
Because it's been a difficult couple of years.
We know exactly what you're talking about here at Rogers TV,
That's right?
We're volunteer driven ourselves.
Exactly. And so, yes, we love volunteers. Again, bgcottawa.org. There's volunteer information there too. We also love corporate volunteers. We love group volunteers. And we also need volunteers for events.
Excellent. Jessie-Lee, really appreciate the time today.
It's my pleasure.
Thanks so much for joining us. Again, bgcottawa.org to find out more information. We'll be right back after this.